Speaking of Nintendo, we also just recently saw a game lot on eBay. I believe it was 883 games go for $15,001.
And we usually don't talk about stuff like this, like auctions closing. Usually they don't really mean much to us.
No. And it's not for a complete series of NES games, which
huge
is,
and very rare 883 NES game lot. That's the name of it.
But this is important for the point that I want to bring up. So it's 883 games, which is about 130 more than what would be
773
roughly considered a full set if you consider licensed and unlicensed, right? So and it's not complete. So there's going to be a lot of doubles. Well, there's going to be about 100 doubles in there. What's interesting about this to me, and I realize that this is just popularity increasing things, but I remember the first time I saw a complete set of Nintendo games go up on eBay, and that was right around when eBay first started, like 98. TSR's NES Pit, we're all talking on the message board, they link it, and we're all fucking blown away, because this complete set of Nintendo games goes for like $4,000, and we're like, oh my god, that's an insane amount of money.
And that includes stadium events at the time.
Yeah, that includes everything at the time, complete, everything.
And I'd say at the time that was overpriced.
Yeah, I want to say it might not have even been that much. I'm just saying 4,000, like, to kind of put an upper buffer on that. It might have been 3,000. So, now here we are at the height of Nintendo collecting popularity, and we've got a not even complete set selling for $15,000,
which is absolutely insane because that's way overpriced.
Yes,
that's not even if you had stadium events in there, it's still overpriced.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know what's going on with this. I don't know if this was even paid for.
Yeah, but the problem is, to me, is it with how crazy we've seen things, it doesn't look high enough to me to be a fake bid. Like,
you think so?
It's overpriced, but it doesn't look high enough to me to be fake.
Some have boxes, but not many. I'm looking at this, like 6-in-1 is complete. Okay, that's like a few $100s right there.
Right.
But again, we're not far out of the realm where you still can't get a huge chunk of games for under $10 each.
I think that you
can probably get 450 games for $10 or less still, and a lot of those are dollar games in bulk. All the sports ones. Well, just average it out at least. You're talking.
No, sure, I can see that.
You can get I'll say you can get 550 games for $5,000, probably.
I would say you could do that. Yeah.
So then you're left with 200 games, 220 games that would cost you $10,000. No, not even close. Not even close, because they're not even going to average out at 150 each. They're not even. No, they're not.
So here's my question to you, and I have an estimate in my head.
They wouldn't average out at $50 each. The last 200 games.
But yeah. So here's my question. This is, I have a guesstimate, but we always talk against it. But then, what do you think a person who just wants to buy the complete collection basically spends a year on eBay? What do you think they could do it for? And
plus, those prices I just said is if you bought them individually, not in a bulk lot.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What do you think a person could buy a Nintendo collection for?
If they bulk lotted it, like they went online and did it how like I basically did it for the most part, just eBay or just everything?
Just like I said, an eBay buyer who wants to buy an entire collection.
Strictly eBay.
Strictly eBay.
Even
go buy it now.
I guess you'd have to. Does this include selling back the doubles you get, or no?
No, let's say individually. Let's go. I'm talking maximum amount of money you could spend if you did it individually. Buy it now. I still don't know if you would get to 15,000.
No, you wouldn't. That's my whole point. You would.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, what do you think it would actually be? 8?
It'd be half of that.
Okay.
I think it'd be half of that.
Yeah, I was gonna say 8 if you did strictly buy it now, no doubles.
Because you can find $2 buy it nows for bases loaded. We're not counting shipping, are we? I'm not going to count shipping.
No.
I don't think that should go into it.
No, fuck. Yes, everyone wants to listen to us quickly calculate shipping.
No, but I'm saying, does that count when you talk about bases loaded is $1 game, but with shipping it's $4?
Yeah,
I don't count that. I'm counting also like bulk lots because you can get like 25 game bulk lots for still like $30 if they're mostly commons.
Sure, and let's keep in mind that a lot of sellers have started to eliminate shipping from their prices.
Sure,
at least I've noticed that, as long as they're not overseas.
Yeah, this is double the price of what it should be.
So, but at the same point, you see a lot of collectors.
So this is not a reseller buying this. There's no way it's a reseller.
It's not a reseller. Yet it's just not. I mean, I know it's overpriced by probably double. I just don't see this being stupidly high enough. here's my guess. Lots of new collectors, lots of new blood in the collecting scene. I don't see them because I see it at the store. These are not people who save up money over the course of 6 months to get that cart they really want. These are people with money. So, I mean, to this guy, he looks at it and goes, well, okay, shit, I'm only going to end up missing 50 games and I've got the cash, so click. But it was bidding. So, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I wish the identities were not hidden, because it'd be nice to see how many different bidders there were. If it was just 2 or 3 that were just both insane, or if there's any shill stuff going on here, I have no idea.
Sure.
It could be shill bidding. I don't know. But to all the collectors out there, this is not the way to get. Plus, there's no joy in it. We always say there's no joy in that.
No.
This person's going to sell this. They're going to sell it. I don't know when they're going to do it. They're going to be out of it.
Yes, it's a tourist buying this. They're going to be out of they're going to lose. They're going to play every game. They're going to decide that they're not.
Are they?
Maybe. They might. And then either they're going to play every game and decide that they don't care anymore and sell it all back off.
Unless there's some rich guy that says, I want a wall of NES games. I want it now. I want it now.
Maybe he's paving his bathroom tile with NES games.
That could be my new job. I can procure you an NES set if you pay me. I will get you an NES set. I will go out and find it. That'd be a fun job, like Indiana Jones searching for an NES set. But would you get the licensed or unlicensed Temple of Doom?
Both. You have to have everything.
Depends if you want to get the variants.